Hello and welcome to Versus Mode. My name is Seb and this is going to be the Outer Worlds versus the Outer Worlds 2. Yes, the Outer Worlds 2 has just been released and may I say it's an excellent game. But this isn't about that, this is about which game is better. There's a couple of points here and there, but we'll find out at the end of the video. You can write down your choices down below in the comments. I will see you on the other side. Okay, we'll start off with the big, bulky one first. Let's talk about getting around the game by traveling inside of a spaceship. And we'll also talk about getting around the map as well. See, this game is set on planets in space, and to get around from each planet, you need a spaceship to do that in. This game gives you this thing, the Unreliable. One thing I love about the Unreliable is the sheer size of it and how it's all decorated. Like, each of these places have got cabins where you could possibly see somebody fill up and they could work or be in those positions, which is really nice. And there's also like a crew table as well, where crew can meet up inside of the kitchen. And, you know, there's loads of places in this thing. I'm not going to show you the full thing because that's for you to get the game and actually have an explore. But generally, I really like the Unreliable, the sheer size of it, and yeah, I think it's class. I think it's a class spaceship. When you want to get around to a different planet, what you do is you go to this galaxy map thing and you can click on different planets. Once you've chosen the location that you want to travel to, click on it and click accept, and then you will hear a little voice from the AI system.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital labs.
And then go to the exit of your spaceship, select any companions that you want to take with you, and then leave and enter in a new location.
Hello? Can you hear me?
If you want to get around the map on a planet, all you have to do is go to the map section and then find the location that you want to travel to, and you'll see these blue icons. You can fast travel to these blue icons, or you can run to the locations. It's completely up to you, but if you want to get somewhere fast, then obviously select one of the blue icons. The Outer Worlds 2. Welcome to the spaceship known as the Incognito. It's quite a big spaceship. Now, I don't think it is quite as big as the Unreliable, but that doesn't mean it's not big. I mean, this thing is huge. It's just the Unreliable, I think, is a little bit bigger. Just my opinion, I think. When it comes to choosing where you want to go into the galaxy, yes, it also has kind of a galaxy map as well, except for this particular galaxy map, there's only one planet. So, what does that mean? Well, basically, I think you'll unlock more planets as the game progresses, but you have to unlock different locations as you get closer to them, whereas in the Outer Worlds 1, you pretty much had it all right at your fingertips. And again, with fast travel, when you're fast traveling around this game, if you want to go anywhere, again, select a blue icon, literally as it was in the previous, and just fast travel to that location. You just got to press accept, and then you go there. Okay, so now we'll go back over to the Outer Worlds 1, and we're just going to take a look at conversation. Pretty much when it comes to dialogue inside this game, what you do is you listen to what they have to say, and then you just select the answer you want to reply to them after you listen to their conversation. Also, in the middle of conversations, you might have a thing like you might get to persuade or intimidate the person. If you can pass a speech check and select them, you will obviously be able to unlock special dialogue options that you might not normally have gotten able to. But yeah, there you go. That's conversation dialogue options in the Outer Worlds 1. Now moving on to the Outer Worlds 2. Now moving on to the Outer Worlds 2. And there is a lot more options they throw at you straight away when it comes to things like persuade or skill checks with things. So inside a conversation dialogue, they might go to you and might ask you a question, and you might have a mechanics badge where you can apply as a mechanic type person. Or you might have instead a hack ability, so you could reply with a hack instead. It's completely up to you on what you want to do as you proceed in every single conversation. But there's a lot more speech checks inside this game, and also if you've got certain skills, you can bypass a lot of these speech checks as well. So it's just being able to have the right skills at the right moment will get you past certain areas of certain points inside this game. Honestly, both games are brilliant, especially when it comes to travel and when it comes to dialogue options, because at the moment so far, like, I don't want to say the one's better than the other or number 2 is improved off what number 1 has done. I'd say, if anything, number 2 has just changed features, hasn't really gone into the work and tried to upgrade everything. Obviously, it's done a few upgrades in certain areas, but on places it doesn't need to upgrade. It's kept it pretty much to the core of what the game is, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Right now, both games are tied. So let's move on to the last bit. Now, originally the last part was gonna be fighting, but I kind of changed my mind because both fighting styles are the same. You've both got guns, you've both got this tactical time dilation gadget, which slows down time in fight sequences. What I want to talk about is the HUD system, the stuff you can see on your screen. So basically, for example, the LB and RB button. The LB does health, the RB does slow down time. That purple thing just above it is what controls how much slowdown time you have. So for example, if I'm going into a battle, I can slow down time just like this. You've also got the health above it, which you've got to keep an eye on as enemies shoot you. And then you've also got your A, which is a quick dodge. Above that, you've also got your navigation, which is right at the top center. That kind of tells you north, east, south, and west, depending where you are on a planet. And also at the bottom right, you've also got the ammunition inside your gun. That's also very handy, especially when you're going into battle. If you're like me and you're looking at that top radar with that north, east, south, and west, and you're going, what game has that radar? And you're scratching your head. No, it's not Fallout. No, it's Skyrim you're thinking of, or The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, whichever one you like to pick. Or if you want something a bit more like what that one looks like, you could even pick Borderlands 4 that came out earlier on this year. What it definitely isn't, our shop site that we've got on the side where you can order loads of different Jump Inside merchandise from. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll even put a code on screen that if you want to get a little bit of a discount, there you go. Anyway, alright, okay, moving back to the video. And on this game here, the Outworlds 2, you've got your health bar down at the bottom middle. Below that, you've also got your health regeneration button where you can refill your health. Obviously, I've only got one there. At the bottom right, you've got your guns, which is the little yellow icon. The little blue thing, that is your time slowdown time button. And instead of a navigation bar at the top middle of your screen, at the bottom left, you've got your own little mini map. And obviously around that, you've got kind of a compass, so you can still see which is north, east, south, and west as well. So, you know, there's lots of information on here. I think the one thing that number 2 has that the original does not is third-person mode. Because in the first game, you're doing the whole game through first person. To be honest with you, it doesn't really bother me when a game is of this quality, but in the second game, if you do want to see what you look like, there is a third-person mode where you can just walk around and just see your character as you're stroming the universe. So out of travel, the conversation dialogue options, the HUD system, and of course, whether you want to be in third person or first person, honestly, this game has quite a few differences, but it kind of sticks to the same core values. So I think both games are pretty darn good. I think number 2 has a slightly bit more going for it, but overall, again, I love both games. So tell me what your thoughts are. Which one wins for you? For me, I think I'm going to have to pick number 2, but they're very, very, very close. But yeah, there you go. Tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in another Jump Inside video. Goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to consider to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another Jump Inside video. Goodbye.